Hi everyone, hope you're all doing well, and today I'm talking about Trading212 and if Trading212 is safe to use. Now, I haven't really talked about Trading212 for a while. Two of the reasons why is because you guys probably know I focus on individual stock picking, and the second reason why is that I actually made a video about Trading212 last time in February. I ended up deleting that video in February because it got a lot of hate, but basically that video went on to say, do I think Trading212 is going to go bankrupt? No, so don't go panic sell all your shares, don't move stockbrokers. But there's a few little red flags I'm spotting with Trading212. And I think that was probably the first video on YouTube to basically say, just be very careful with Trading212. Since then, there's a lot more videos out there being a little bit like, what's going on here with Trading212? What's with this terms and condition update? Or we actually have to start paying some fees on Trading212 now. And it's all kind of started building up. And I think a few more people are getting a little bit nervous with Trading212. So I thought, you know what? I wasn't going to do it, but I thought I'd give my updated opinion on Trading212 and where I'm at with the broker itself. So hopefully this video is useful. If it is, hit that like button and we'll take a look at what's going on with Trading212. So I think I'll just kind of skip to it so it's not really kind of clickbaity or anything like that. But do I think Trading212 is going to go bankrupt? No. Do I still think it's a safe platform to use? Yes, but we'll talk about that in a little bit. I also have a belter about free trade towards the end of the video, so you will want to stick around if you're thinking about switching to free trade or if you're a free trade user as well. So do keep on to the end of the video for that a little bit when I talk about it. But first of all, there's a few things that you have to be very careful of when looking at Trading212. First of all, and this is what happened when I kind of made the video the first time round, and there was a lot of denial out there about this platform. And quite often when you say something negative about something or a platform or something people use all the time, people tend to cover their ears up and go, oh no, it's all fine, don't worry about it, and go in the shell like turtles. There's quite a few people out there, when you say something negative about something, they straight away deny it and they can't take it. And that's what happened when I first made a video about Trading212, just saying, just be careful with it. There was a bit of denial out there. Now, because people are making more and more videos out there, the denial is starting to change a little bit. So just be very careful of that. There's a few people that will go, no, Trading212 is fine, or something's fine until something horrible happens, and then go, oh, I wish someone told me that. So just be very careful of that. Next up, just be very careful. There's a lot of Trading212 fanboys out there, and they will defend the platform as if it is their life and death situation. So do be very careful of that, especially on the forum page, I believe. There's a few people out there that go, yeah, I'm not biased, and then at the end of the day, they've got a little pin badge from Trading212 going, yeah, I'm an affiliate with Trading212. So be very careful with them guys. Also, something else to be very careful of, as always, don't trust anyone on the internet. Be very careful, make your own opinion up about it. Why I say that is because there's a few people out there paid by Trading212, especially influencers, and you've got to consider if they're paid by Trading212, you know, they do a partnership. I'm not with it, so I can't tell you too much about it. But basically, you know, if you join, they get a free share, and obviously this stops the sign-ups and they're giving out the free shares, but I'm sure that will continue one day. So you've got to be careful, you know, if they're kind of getting £500 a month, £1,000 a month from Trading212 because of their free shares and promoting joining it, do you think they're going to say something negative about it? Probably not. Not saying that's everyone, not saying that's everyone that's affiliated with Trading212. Some people might be big enough or brave enough to kind of make their own opinions and maybe go against and say something maybe negative about that. But just be very careful. Don't trust anyone on the internet. Make your own opinions about it, and I'll just kind of put that point out there for you guys. The other side of it, the flip side of it, be very careful. There's a few people out there that will be doing this for views, kind of creating FUD because it will get attraction to their channel. I mean, I'm kind of guilty of doing this video right now, which will attract a few people in because for the views, because of using the Trading212 name. But you know, there'll be a few people out there that kind of use Trading212 in their video titles all the time, or create a lot of fear out there about Trading212 because it's good for the views. I mean, it's a bit of an awkward position because I'm trying to say I'm not doing it right now, but I kind of am. But what I'm trying to say is people do it more than what I'm doing it right now, if you get what I mean. So be very careful out there. People will create a bit of FUD about Trading212 because it is good for the views, and that's the other side of it. So yeah, I'll try to be unbiased, but same again, don't trust me, I'm just a guy on the internet. So first of all, the best point to start with, will Trading212 go bankrupt? In my opinion, no. I don't think Trading212 will go bankrupt. I think that if it was ever to a point of view where there was a risk to Trading212 and they needed some cash or to keep operating, I think they would be able to raise the cash very easily, and I don't think they'll go bankrupt. But is there a few strange things going on with Trading212? Yes, and that's the thing to be very careful of. And some of them things are not to do with Trading212 either as well, which is worth pointing out, which we'll talk about in a second. But as I said previously with Trading212, I think it's safe. Don't go panic, sell all your shares, but it just pays to be smart, and it just pays to be smart with not investing everything into one broker. Diversify where you are putting your investments in. Don't have a huge lump sum in one platform. Be smart about your money and you'll be okay. But overall, do I think Trading212 is going to go bankrupt? No. Now, the reason why people are getting a little bit nervous about Trading212, and this is why personally for me, even though I don't think it will go bankrupt, I'm just being a little bit more cautious about it, make sure I'm kind of make sure I'm spreading where my investments are going using different brokers, is there's been a lot of strange actions with Trading212. The strange actions being, as you've probably seen quite a lot on YouTube at the moment, is the terms and conditions update. The terms and conditions update, which I won't read to you because it's been on pretty much every video on YouTube, and I feel like I'll just be giving you another story with me reading it to you. There's no point. But basically, the terms and conditions are updating a lot, and the recent terms and conditions that were updated were a little bit strange, and the wording was a little bit strange. Basically saying that if a third party was to go bankrupt who have your funds in, then they could use your money as collateral, which is never a good thing to hear. And that's what kind of spooked a few people and got a few people worried. Now, from my point of view, when you start speculating on a lot of things and statements like that, you can make them sound a lot worse than what they are. And the big word of if is a lot of speculation. If my grandma had wheels, she'd be a bike. That's exactly the point of view here. You can take something out of context and make it sound a lot worse than what it is. Realistically, is this going to happen? Probably not. And if it was to happen, there'd be a lot more financial problems in the world as well at the time of you as well. Same again, just be smart about it. Be careful where you are putting your money. Diversify your income. There is risks pretty much with any platform that you will use, and that's what you've got to take into consideration. Just moving away from Trading212 because it updated its terms and conditions, don't ultimately panic about that. There's risks with using other brokers as well, so just take that into consideration. And the other strange things that have happened with Trading212 is that it has moved away from being a free platform now, so there is a couple more fees coming in, which is also strange to see because you kind of think, why are they bringing fees in? It kind of ties into things you start worrying about. So that was another thing, is like Trading212 has always advertised as being a free platform. You can't really do that now because there's a couple more kind of fees creeping in there with Trading212. Obviously, one other little worry that we have had with the company is massively shutting down the amount of accounts that have joined them. So if you guys are probably aware, they pretty much stopped anyone joining Trading212, I think from around about February time, and I think that had run all the way up to July time. I think they're starting to allow users to join again, but you have to question, why would a platform suddenly stop users from joining the platform? If it was some sort of technical issue, you would kind of think, okay, maybe it closes down, but you would only close down for maybe a week, 2 weeks. You wouldn't really think this would be a major thing that would stop people joining your platform. You're losing customers for 4 months. You'd be slightly concerned about that. So that added on top was another strange action from Trading212. Another couple of strange actions from Trading212 is they did lose their director as well, which you kind of top it on with what's kind of going on. And also the other strange things that have happened is they have had to raise money recently as well. So you are kind of thinking, why are they kind of raising money and at the same time, and they've got accounts closed joining? All kind of ties together with, there's some kind of strange things going on with in the background with Trading212. Now the thing is we can't go much further than that because it is a private company. If it was a public company, it would be a little bit easier to kind of see what's going on, but because it's a private company, it does make it a little bit more difficult. But it's just a combination of all these strange things happening at once with this platform. Once again, do I think it is going to turn Trading212, goes bankrupt? No. But once again, it just kind of confirms, if you kind of have mass amounts of money in one platform, which is Trading212, sort yourself out. Diversify your revenue through a couple of brokers. Personally, for me, that's what I do. If you have a bit of money in Trading212, a fair bit of money, I would say probably 85,000. if I were you, I would then look to try and diversify between 2 brokers or 3 brokers, and that is the best thing to do, and then it just kind of takes that risk off a little bit. Now, the last little point I'm going to talk about is free trade. So one thing that I've kind of seen quite a lot recently, which is honestly, it blows my mind, is I've seen a lot of people kind of talk really negative about Trading212 and go, oh yeah, it's not looking good, maybe start moving away from it, I'm going to consider moving away from Trading212. And then on the video they'll go, oh, one platform I might use is free trade because it's the closest one to being basically free and you can use your ISA. And the one thing that I'm not kind of even seeing anyone mention about free trade, if they do a little bit of digging into the company financials, is that actually free trade is probably riskier than actually using Trading212. The reason why free trade is riskier than using Trading212 is because they literally posted in their recent filings they basically don't have enough cash to operate in 2021, and for them to continue operating in 2021 they will need to raise cash. So just consider that. Personally for me, I'm probably going to get a few questions about free trade once again there. Do I think free trade's a risky platform? It's probably just as risky as Trading212. Will it go bankrupt? No, because they'll be able to raise capital and they'll be okay. Same with Trading212. If they were to have any problems, same again, they will probably be able to raise capital and everything should be okay from that point of view. So once again, is there a problem with Trading212? For me, no. I think it's still okay to use. Just be very careful though, just diversify the brokers you're using. Don't be stupid, be smart, and you'll be okay if the worst situation was to happen. And if the ifs and the speculation came true, then you'll be okay, hopefully. So hope that little update in Trading212 was useful for you guys. If it was, hit the like button, and I'll see you in the next video.